my city, my city. I know you may not get it, but I'm telling you I love my city. When it comes to my city, no for this and no for that. Just know in my city, yeah, this is where it's at. In my city, yeah, this is my city. Don't no city do it like my city.
All right, what it do? It is Kalonda Kay, none other than Kalonda Kay. Yes, the Radio Riot here in the building. I have with me some amazing individuals on this platform today. We have Evie Williamson of the Outstanding Stars, Galaxy Studio owner. We have Dr. Cynthia in the building, and we have Khalil on the line. I mean, y'all just doing it. This is the Outstanding Stars family, right? Is that correct? But we all are, yeah, we're a family. We are an outstanding family. Yes.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yes. And to throw that in, I'm like, it's family, right? So y'all in here, y'all working together. So tell everybody who you are, or give them a little more detail of your background.
Okay, so I'll go first. Like Miss Kalonda said, I'm Evie Williamson Moore with Outstanding Stars. We are Outstanding Stars Dance Team Foundation, and I'm also the owner of Galaxy Studios, the only dance studio in North City of St. Louis, located in Hyde Park. So we've been doing this for almost 10 years now, and we're just expanding, actually stepping more into our purpose, why we do what we do, and just expanding upon our reach for the community, and then partnering with amazing people along the way, amazing organizations. Again, we don't reinvent the wheel. We just hop on the bandwagon. That's what we do. And we support and create spaces and opportunities for our young people, for our families to be outstanding in everything they do. Also give them places where they're going to be educated, they're going to be supported, and they're going to be loved on and all that stuff, and have fun as well. So without further ado, Miss Cynthia with Jadisa, I'm going to pass it on to her so she'll do a better introduction than I will. So.
Yes, all right now.
Thank you for having me. I'm Dr. Cynthia Bennett. I'm the founder and CEO of JADISA. JADISA is the acronym for Journey Against Domestic and Sexual Abuse. We are a domestic violence advocacy agency in the North St. Louis County area. We've been out there for 22 years, just providing resources and educational workshops. We work with faith-based organizations. We work with educational organizations and businesses. We assist women in the North County region who come to us with resources and housing and emergency housing, and help them try to get out of the abusive situation. As many of you may not know, and you may know that in North County, in the state of Missouri, the majority of the women in the state of Missouri are Caucasian women who's dealing with the abuse. They get services. But in North County, that's the biggest area concentrated for African-American women. And that is the one area in the state of Missouri who receives the least amount of services. And so we are always advocating, trying to bring those resources in North County to help those women get out of a situation so they can move forward and let them know that there is life after abuse.
That's right. Okay, Dr. Cynthia, I love all that you listed. Okay, now you all are saving lives and doing great things. I love that. Okay, and then who else we have on here? He just disappeared, Dr. Khalil.
Yeah, brother. I'm here. I hope you all can hear me well. I'm doing a little multitasking, getting ready for a project tomorrow, but I could not miss this, because if I did, I could not face Miss Evie. So I wanted to make sure I was on deck, making sure things are correct. So again, I'm Khalil Munir with the Willie Davis Sports Foundation. We have been on tap since 2017. Started the foundation as a means of a coping mechanism for me. My dad, Mr. Willie Davis, passed of pancreatic cancer some 20 years ago, this past September 16th, which is actually on my birthday. So I started the foundation as a positive way to grieve. So what we focus on is we identify ills that affect our community, and we put sporting events around those issues that face our community to bring more awareness to it, to bring more resources to those who are affected by it. More importantly, we pride ourselves on direct impact. So whatever support that we get from our sponsors, from regular supporters, we make sure that the people that we're servicing really feel the donations that people give to us. So that's what we do. We focused on that, and our main thing is focusing on the impact of gun violence, of violent crime victims. So we have an initiative called Coaches versus Crime, and that initiative focuses on young people who have been taken away, or people in particular who've been taken away by gun violence. And so we focus on the people that's left behind, their mental wellness, their physical wellness. We help those children who are left behind with tutoring, mentoring, and ongoing services. And this year, I'm very excited about the fact that we're going to be giving our first scholarships to graduating seniors, two graduating seniors from St. Louis Public Schools, and two returning students, two adult students who decided to go back to school. So we're going to support them as well. So we got our hands in a lot of stuff, and very excited to support Miss Evie and everything that she's doing. She has been 10 toes down with us since we have began. So I'm excited about being a part of the process.
Awesome. Nice. Oh my goodness. You guys are really, really someone everyone needs to know. Let's just say that. You all have a lot of great resources and services. Wow, that's absolutely amazing. So how did this collaboration come about?
It's my fault. No. So again, like you said, amazing people. I meet amazing people all the time, and I'm always looking for opportunities. This year, my focus was programming with purpose. In the past, my dance team have put on competitions where we had numerous people there and big crowds and everything. And I always felt like I missed the opportunity. I missed the opportunity to educate. I missed the opportunity to impart some type of wisdom, to just strengthen or to give back a lot of times when we've had those big events. So this year, my focus was to do programming with purpose, and not to do programming with purpose that just was centered around dance or just around physical activity, but about those things that affect our community. We deal with, various different diseases in our community, domestic violence. And a lot of times we just don't know where to go to get help. We just don't know where to go to get the resources, or are we comfortable with where we have to go to get the resources? So being able to partner with Jadasa and Mr. Khalil over at Willie Davis Foundation has been amazing, because I don't have to reinvent the wheel. I just have to go to the experts and be like, can we be partners in this? Can we utilize this space and this time in which we are utilizing dance, the discipline and the art of dance? Because we know our kids like to dance. We're also starting a drum line. So we want to, put that out there as well, but also take that time to educate our children, educate our families on what domestic violence look like before it is domestic violence. Some of those red flags. Also, just to let them know that sometimes you can offset a lot of these diseases and stuff by exercising, by changing your lifestyle, and then also understanding that health is not just physical, it's also mental, and focus on that and make that important. So the event that we have coming up is STL Moves. Yeah. So the movement is not just dance or drumline. It's also our movement toward being healthy, mentally and physically, and also understanding that we can empower ourselves and others just by connecting with one another. So I'm really appreciative to the partnerships that I have going forward with them stepping in. And it's been a lot going on. But Miss Cynthia has sat on the phone with me and walked me through some stuff and did stuff. Now she didn't even say she was gonna do it. She just did it. She was like, look, I know how to do it. Look, if that's what you need. So I'm really appreciative for that. I'm looking forward to working with the young people this Saturday, and I'm looking forward to hopefully that they walk away feeling empowered, educated, and ready to really share with their community what they're going to get, and hopefully they never have to come to Jadisa. And when they come to Willie Davis Foundation, they're coming with resources of themselves. They're coming empowered. They're coming healthy. So we want prevention, not so that's what we definitely are focusing on.
I love that. So my question was going to be, actually, you have an upcoming event. I was going to ask you to tell everybody about that. You went into brief detail, but let everybody know what this is, the date, the location, and what are they going to expect when they come in that door.
So the event again is called STL Moves. It's a dance, drumline, and domestic violence awareness. So everybody know that. Everybody don't know. October is also Domestic Violence Awareness Month, not just breast cancer or cancer. Where is breast cancer? October, is it specific breast cancer? I don't know. It's always cancer awareness. But it's also Domestic Violence Awareness Month as well. And so that's where you see purple. And of course, my favorite color is purple. It just kind of goes. So during this time, what they can expect, it's a 2-day event, not really like a full 2-day. Friday is our check-in day. We also gonna have some fun activities. We're gonna have one of my parents who turned instructor, who teaches slide classes here. Some of the most recent ones, for all of Tamia, the Usher, y'all want to learn all those. She's gonna be there on Friday teaching whoever want to learn some slides. We're going to be checking them in, making sure that everybody understands what's going to happen on Saturday. And then Saturday morning, we want everybody to bring the young people out. We do have a registration process. They can go online at outstandingstores.com. Also, our social media has the ways that they can register their children. So Saturday, going to come at 8 o'clock. We're going to give them a little healthy breakfast, something that they can move through the day with. We ain't trying to feed y'all no whole brunch and all that stuff. It's gonna be a little healthy breakfast, and then we're gonna get to work. They're gonna be working with some of my coaches, some of my outstanding coaches. I love them. They'll get to work with them, and they're gonna teach them in the discipline, in the art form of dance, as far as majorette. They're gonna learn some basics. They're gonna do some stretching. They're gonna do some workouts, some cardio. They're gonna be tired. Then we're gonna have lunch, a light lunch, and then we're gonna hand them off to Miss Bennett, and she's gonna do some workshops with them, some trainings with them. Just giving them. I'll let her explain what all she's gonna do, and then they're gonna come back to us, and they're gonna do some more work. Physical work. They're going to learn drumline for those who decide to do drumline and major at dancing. And then at 6:30, they're going to get to showcase it. So we want the families to come and showcase. We want the community to come and showcase. Because again, we know our children love to show us what they have done, what they have accomplished. And we want to continue to always give them those platforms and those spaces, safe to know that they are supported, they are loved, and it's okay to try. And you don't have to be perfect, because perfection is not the goal at all. Progress is. So because we're gonna always keep progressing. So that's what it looks like. Again, it's a day parents will be dropping their children out. We do not expect for parents to stick around in the earlier part of the day, but we do ask that they come back and support and watch their children do what they do.
Yes.
So and Miss Bennett can tell you what she gonna be doing with her workshops. Like I said, I leave the expert. I leave it to the experts.
Well, Kalonda, the workshop is going to be surrounded by talking about healthy versus unhealthy relationships. And we're also going to talk about boundaries. And that's something that we as humans, there's boundaries in everything that we do. Everybody has boundaries. And, we thought about incorporating this with Evie's, because dance is a expression of a self-expression. It's an art, expressing yourself. And, as she said, kids like to dance. They like to express themselves. And so even though they're doing it in dance form, we want to talk about another way to express yourself when you're telling, when you're sharing, how to identify those red flags and how you can express yourselves. And this is not only just for the students, but the parents, because as Evie said, that when the parents come, we want them to come back and the kids to express themselves and they watch them and dance. But then we want to pivot as well. So when they're expressing themselves respectably, now we're going to say you can express yourself. I come from old school. I used to tell my kids, you can express yourself, but you do it respectfully.
Yes.
And so we want to teach them about how to express themselves when there's something that's amiss, when there's a red flag, when you need to talk up and speak up. I did a podcast. I did a little brief something on social media yesterday, and I said, we grew up in the era of what goes on in the house stays in the house, and I said those days are over. We are no longer comfortable or concerned about saving secrets. We're about saving lives, and so we want to teach the children, because we was talking about expressing yourself and getting that stuff out. When we grew up, we had recess. We went out there and played kickball, ran, fell, bust our skinned our knee, bust our head, did whatever, came in. But that was a way of releasing all that stress and whatever that was pent up in us. We played out in the cafeteria. We played in the yard at recess and during lunch. The kids don't have that nowadays. They don't have that, not because they don't want it or desire it, because it's not available to them. They on their phones. This is what they're expressing themselves with these thumbs, these fingers, and typing. And so this is just another way of partnering with Evie and expressing themselves in another way, and let them know that yes, you can be heard, you can express yourself, and it is healthy. It is healthy, because when you bottle stuff in and you don't say anything, that's when it becomes unhealthy, and that's what we have all the other ailments that come about when we keep things in. So that's what we're trying to work with the young ladies about. Art of expression, we know it's in the art form as dance, but we're bringing in another part as a reporting piece for domestic violence.
I love that. Okay, and then what about you, Mr. Khalil? What part are you going to play in this amazing event?
Well, you know what? If I could veggie back off the doc just for a second. Doc, there's another aspect, and I know you know about this because this is your business, but there's another side of it. That domestic violence affects everybody in the family, and one of the things for me as a father and as a brother and as an uncle, my daughter, my niece, my sister comes to me and says that has been abusive. Naturally, we want to be protective. We're going to be protective. So the first thing that we do is, where is he? I'm going to get him. Call your uncle. We're getting ready to go get him. And the reality is that's our initial response, but it doesn't fix anything.
Right.
The thought is that we traumatized by that, because I can't imagine a man putting his hands on my daughter, somebody that I raised, that I protect, that I swore that I would make sure nothing happens to. And now this guy puts his hands on my daughter in a very serious and negative way, or verbally abuse her and have been abusing her. The thought is that I think we would have to undergo some type of class or training or something to help us navigate that space, because most brothers I know, they're going to respond in that way.
Yes.
And what ultimately happens is, after you break them up, she goes right back to that situation, because there's something there magnetic that pulls her back into that situation. So that's a whole nother dynamic that a lot of brothers deal with. And Doc, I know you've experienced that. I just wanted to ask, what are your thoughts about that?
You are right on point. And the thing about it is how to express ourselves. Yes, statistics says women who is in an abusive situation, they go back 7 times. And so what we have to do is we have to be that ear. We have to be there. We have to be in the presence. And I call it the ministry of presence. When they need you, be there. You talk to them and you be understanding. Don't go after him, because until they get in their mind, and actually, let me go back. I am a former a survivor. I've been in an abusive situation over 35 years ago. So I understand the psyche and the dynamic on both ends of the spectrum. I came from nine in my household. I was the youngest, 6 girls and 3 boys. I understand exactly what you're talking about. But see, we have to educate and understand that The person has to make their mind up, and they have to get the strength. If they come to you, they have built up that strength to even share with you. Like, I'm going to trust this person and tell them what happens. Now, what happens is they're not listening to what you're saying. They're watching what you're saying, because this doesn't speak louder. This speaks louder. And even if you're saying everything is okay, they are watching your mannerism. They're watching your countenance to see if I'm going to go further and talk with this person. Now, they don't need you to go and handle the business, because if they go back, then you're angry with them. But they have to build up that confidence. They have to build it, and that's the part of talking to our brothers and our dads and our, our uncles and stuff, who have daughters and sisters and moms and wives or ex-wives or girlfriends or friends who's in that type of situation. How to understand, because if they constantly going back, you're right, there is something missing that she feels that's missing in her life, that she has to go back or she has to deal with it. And not just she, it could be a he as well. But see, the point is, when you're constantly in an abusive situation and you hear somebody that's gaslighting you and telling you all the things that you are not, over and over and over again, pretty soon their voice speaks louder than your voice. You can wake up and say, oh, I look good today. I feel like I'm going to be good. Everything is all good. I'm on 10. And he'll come in and say, you know what? Don't nobody want you. You ugly. And all of a sudden you get depressed. Why? Because you have placed more stock and value on his voice than your own voice. And that's because we have to build our people up. We have to build the community up. And you're right. It affects everybody. The young lady that was just killed, where the man brought her from Texas, it affected everybody in this community, and everybody did not know her, but they identified with what she went through, and it triggers some things in our lives. And so it affects. This is not just me and your issue. This is just not the abuse and the abuser issue. This is a community issue. And when we come together as community and try to work together, it's only when we're going to heal. So we can't say, well, that's just them. No, it's them today. But it could be you tomorrow.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely amazing. And this is what everyone have to look forward to when they come out to this event. Like you said, Evie, I know you have been doing this a long time. I've been so proud watching you continuing pushing forward. That is my next question for you. How do you find the courage through all the adversity, through, the emotions of these young children and young ladies and the peer pressure that I'm sure they come in and and that's for all of you guys. I know you work with a bunch of different people, different attitudes, different environments, different, emotions at the time. How do you stay afloat in your own space, in your own psyche, in your own physical and spiritual self and body? How do you keep going?
I always tell people that there is moments in my life where I have to continue to remind myself why I chose this place, why I chose this mission, why I chose this work. And then understanding that a lot of times I didn't choose it, it chose me, honestly. And that I'm being obedient for the most part to the anointing and to the calling that God has for me. Not to be overly spiritually, but not to be underly spiritually either. That I understand is bigger than me, and that my position is played not for me, but it's played for other people. I'm here because this is where I'm supposed to be right now, and I want to be obedient. Again, being in this position has humbled me in so many ways. And when I say that, only to say that I don't feel less than, I actually feel very privileged and very blessed to be in this position. And when it humbles me, it only humbles me to know that must be something special about me to keep me in this position. When I started this journey as a manager. I didn't start in a dance mom. That's what I started as. And now I got a studio, I got a foundation, I got all this stuff that I'm responsible for. But when I say I know I'm not doing it by myself. I tell my dancers all the time, your biggest flex is not that you did it by yourself or that you was this independent, got it out the mud. Your biggest flex is that you had a village behind you and that you have a team behind you and you got people who believe in you and your vision and your mission, and so much so that they actually support it and they actually help you keep it going. So that's your biggest flex. And I am, again, fortunate to constantly come across Mr. Khalil's and Miss Bennett's and of course Kalonda, because every time I reach out, you have been phenomenal. It don't matter if it's teaching a dance or whatever it is, you have been phenomenal in continually supporting this work that keeps growing and it pivots every year. So I have to continue to remind myself why, and that the why doesn't change, but the way is work done may change, because we know that we are human beings and what we need is not the same as what we used to need. And so we have to be willing to pivot. We have to be willing to move and flow in the direction that is needed, but to understand that who we doing it for, why we doing it for, really doesn't change. So I just keep reminding myself of that. And I'm also a very fickle child, so I have to remind. I need a little encouragement along the way. I need a little reminding along the way, and sometimes take a deep breath and keep pushing forward. And again, those people and the resources and the opportunities will show up every time. And so I'm fortunate and I'm very thankful for that as well. So that's how I keep going. People like you, like I said, keep showing up, keep coming through and making things happen and supporting. So that's exactly how I continue to do it. How the people around me, I know they continue to do it as well.
Awesome.
Can I piggyback on that for a minute? You know, when I met Evie, one thing I did notice about her, and even with the young man here, you know, because we all share, you know, the community and advocate for the community. You know, there's something to call a doula. And I look at Evie, Miss Evie, as a spiritual doula, pushing, birthing. And because you're talking about what keeps you going, because you constantly birthing, and that's what we're doing. We're constantly birthing things in the atmosphere. And then we also are dreamers. Because sometimes when you say you get tired, I've gotten tired and I've had those days. But a lot of times when you want to quit, the dream won't let you quit. When you say I give up, the dream won't let you, because we're doulas and we're dreamers. And she said something about it's the why. If the why don't change, no, the why is not going to change, because we're going to constantly keep birthing things out. But the way may change. It may be by natural birth. It may be by cesarean, but the birthing is going to take place. So the why still is the birthing, but the way it came changes. And that's what keeps us going, because all of us on this platform, we are spiritual doulas and we are dreamers.
Okay, now come listen. take us there now. I have the same question. I mean, you pretty much just laid into it, Dr. Cynthia. I mean, that's real. You know, I know we all have a cousin, I always say a relative, someone close to us that we know who really can tap in to leaning in and having support. And so one thing I know about Evie, you have really truly have maintained a stable presence in these young ladies' lives, and you know, the dancers' lives, and then all the parents that you just bring in with you. So yes, I'm proud to see where you are. I'm excited about this event. I'm super excited, Dr. Cynthia, to meet you today and hear how you speaking. I'm just like, this is going to be amazing. Khalil, oh my goodness, what you all are doing. I mean, you all are just truly making moves that are needed, the need in our community, you know, and so people hopefully is watching this can see the resources and also come out to this event. So Evie, if you can let everybody know how to reach, I want all of you all to let everybody know how to reach you all, but if they come to this event, they're going to meet you and see you in person. How can they get in touch with you to find out more information, to get tickets, to be a support to the entire event?
So with us, it's always Outstanding Stars. It's outstandingstars.com. You can go to our website. You can also call us 314-637-9533. We are on just about all the social media platforms. With Facebook, we are at Shine Outstanding Stars. Instagram, we are Outstanding Stars with a Z. Underscore, and TikTok, we're Outstanding Stars. The event is posted on all social media sites right now. Again, you can text us at that number 314-637-9533. We'll get you the information. Ticket sales for the community event will be on sale on Thursday. They're only $5. And those funds go to support the girls throughout the year. And again, the event is free for the kids though. Everything else is free. Don't cost y'all nothing. We got y'all. Everything is on us. And again, it's just one of those opportunities for us to come together. And so Miss Cynthia, you can let them know how to get in touch with Jadasa.
Awesome. Jadasa, our website is Jadasa, JADASA.org. You can get in touch with us on social media under Jadasa. You'll see our names up there with our logo. Our phone number is 314-269-0100. And also, if you come to the dance, St. Louis Moves, you will see that we will have flyers out there for next week, which is October the 10th, where we do have a community outreach event where we will have all the big four utility companies out there, Ameren, Spire, American Water, and MSD, that will be assisting customers with their bills. So if you have bills, you need bills to pay, bring your bills, your information is on the flyer, and just come out there. They will be on site. So this will be next Thursday after Dance St. Louis, but we would love to see you to come out there because it's all about helping the community.
Yes. All right,
Yes.
Mr.
All
Khalil.
right. And then for the Willie Davis Sports Foundation, we are at, our website is williedavisfoundation.org, williedavisfoundation.org. And we're on Facebook at Willie Davis, and the same with Instagram, TikTok, and our contact number is 314-456-1790. And I know I speak for everybody on the line that the bloodline to these organizations are volunteers. Mm-hmm. And so we're always looking for good people to come and just be there. So if you are that person and you want to do something, you want to support something, you want to contribute, you don't always have to reach in your pocket. Time is the best thing. Your smile is a greater thing, and then you being there to support somebody else is real big. So that's us. And Miss Evie, thank you very much for this opportunity to be with you on this project, and more projects to come. And just I'm locked in. So we're gonna get it done and help somebody.
Yes, we are. Thank you, Miss Evie.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you
Thank
guys
you.
for joining
I
me
appreciate you. Thank you, Kalonda, for the platform.
Of course.
Yes.
I know, I'm out.
Thank you for the platform. Thank you for the opportunity to share.
Everything positive. I'm all here for it. So I love it. Thank you guys so much. And I hope you all get there this week, 4th and 5th. Y'all hear it. Everybody who's on live, who's watching, get out, support, go see if they need some waters, drop by. I mean, just stop in, say, hey, get some information, some resources. It might not be for you, but it could be for somebody that you do know. Stop in, go see about the youth at Woes Recreation Center. Everybody know where Woes is. If you're from St. Louis, you know where Woes is. Okay, so get out there and support, and keep it on log. Visit outstandingstores.com. Support the youth. Everything positive, y'all. We can celebrate everything negative. YouTube, all these videos. When we have something positive, we got to make it a priority to get there and to support. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. This is Kalonda Kay, and you all keep it on lock because we'll be back again for more.